How's it going? Howdy do there. So this video is really, I want to talk about creativity and how ideas are everywhere and how when we overthink things, we never create. And full disclosure, I completely overthought how I was gonna start this video for like 10, 20, 30 minutes before I started. And I said, what am I doing? What am I, no, I can't do this. This is going against what I'm about to be talking about. So I'm winging it. It's just me winging stuff. So listen, ideas are everywhere, right? You can find ideas from movies, music, people, your own life experiences. They are everywhere. However, there is one thing that hinders us, and that is usually overthinking things, fear of failure. Those are two of the big ones. I mean, there are more, but mainly, we overthink a lot of things, right? We overthink because we're maybe afraid of failure. Those things kind of go hand in hand, I feel like. We may have this cool idea, but then we think, oh no, I need this. I need a fully scripted thing. I need a storyboard. I need a shot list. I don't have the gear. I can't do it. I can't. Yeah, well, you know, you could, but you're kind of afraid of if you try, you might fail because you don't have this, that, and this. I speak from experience. I overthink things all the time. I know my flaw, my what is that? It's something, I overthink. And so last year I did something kind of crazy. If you follow my channel, you know I did what I called the micro-month film challenge. What is that, you ask? Well, it's something I came up with. You won't hear about it anywhere else. It was basically a challenge where I tried to make a microfilm / short film every single week for a whole month. The main idea was that it would give me limitations. It would kind of have to do away with the overthinking. I wouldn't be able to overthink. I'd have to come up with something. I'd have to write it, film it, edit it, and post it in 7 days. That's not a lot of time to make a short film, especially to the quality that I want to make it to. Each of these short films had the same limitations. There was minimal crew, and by that I mean it was pretty much just me. Some of my brothers helped out, but primarily it was me, and then there was only one actor, myself. We're just talking about the first three, not the fourth one. But those limitations forced me to think very small and very creatively. Limitations breed creativity. The other commonalities would be with the story. Each story had a lot of the same story beats. Number one, it would be the problem or the goal. Each person had a problem or a goal or an inciting incident. Something that happened that forced them to take action. Next would be them taking action to achieve the goal, fix the problem, whatnot. Then there would be the subverting expectations / climax spot. Something would happen that you weren't expecting, and then you'd be left with the final image or the end result. Now, I am not a story guru or a writer, but I felt like each of these kind of worked decently well. Now, not perfect short films by any means, but I think they all work. We're going to take a look at each short film and break them down by these story beats. Up first is Light Switch. Light Switch starts out with a janitor begrudgingly doing his job. His problem / inciting incident is that the lights go out, and that forces him to take action and go find out what happened to the lights. So he goes, we have the action in the film, and then the ending / climax / subverting expectations is when he finds out none of it's been real, he's just been sleeping, it's all been a dream, and then shortly after there it ends. All these films aren't going to fit like perfectly into this. This is a basic structure. Movies are going to have more of a big structure, but for these short films, you don't have to have a full-blown, crazy, you don't have to have so much. Keep it simple. Okay, next. Number dos would be Pen Pal. Pen Pal starts, we see Kyle on the bridge, and we get introduced to his problem, and we see his goal, which is to find a friend. Next up would be his action. The montage from calling people, seeing if he can't get someone to be his pen pal, right? Third is the climax / the subverting of expectations, when he's kind of given up, and instead of him finding someone finds him in a way by not hanging up and saying, hey, I want to talk to you, man. And then we have the final image of him finally finding a friend and them talking on the phone. So yeah, that one's pretty simple. Let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna climb up this ladder. Is that a cool way to go to the next one? Oh my God. I knew you would do that. Okay, well, you clever goose. Anyway, so the next one would be Dear Penelope, one of my favorites. First, we see his problem. His problem is that he loves her, but his also problem is that it ain't working out. And then, of course, he's taking action to write out this letter. And I guess also in the taking action would be him going to the mailbox to send it. And then the subverting of expectations / climaxes as he is about to put it, also spoilers ahead, as he's about to put it in the mailbox, a breeze comes and takes it away, and that would be subverting your expectations. And then we're left with the final image and result of him standing there. Then he just writes her a text message, which is another funny joke and It's hilarious. So each one of these doesn't fit perfectly with those story beats, but that is I feel like, and if you have better suggestions, leave them down in the comments, but I feel like it's a pretty good way to come up with a little story. You know, you got to create a problem, you got to create a call to action where your character has to go on a journey to fix this, and in the end, you don't want it to be super predictable, so kind of throwing in a little bit of a twist, a little subverting of expectations is always fun, and then you're left with the final image, the way life is now after the journey, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go back down the ladder. Let's see you're down there. Come on. What? Oh, come on. All right. Well, that's boring. Oh well. Now, to drive this point home even further, we're gonna go ahead and make our own little short film following all these story beats and one not quite following them to show you the difference. I just think it'd be kind of fun, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I know you're excited right now. I know you are. Let's do it.
Whales are the worst. I hate whales so much. They look stupid. Whales are the worst animal. Fish look good. Fish taste good. I can't believe my wife likes whales. This is grounds for divorce. Anyone who likes whales is no friend of mine. Should I get it? Whales taste like puke. Oh my goodness. No, my babies. This is the worst day of my life. Give me strength.
That was the first one without any of the story beats we talked about, and there's no problem to be solved. Everything is pretty straightforward. There's no real subversion of expectations. Not that you always have to have a twist ending, but you know, it helps. So that one I thought was pretty meh. But now let's check out the one with all the story beats that we talked about, and let's see how much better it is. Next week. Psych, I mean, subverting expectations. I mean, what have we been talking about the whole video? You should have seen that coming. I'll see you next time. Pick up the camera.